friends, Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade. Today I'm going to show you what's in my preschoolers work boxes for this week. And the first one I'm going to show you, I showed you in another video when I showed you all my Thanksgiving activity centers, but I'm just going to go through it really quick. What he's going to be doing is I put these sticks into Play-Doh, and on each one, this one says letters, words, sentences. So we have Native Americans here, we have our pilgrims, and we have a turkey. These are all for Thanksgiving. Now what he's going to do is he's going to take his cards and he's going to put them in the right spot. So if it is a word, it would go here with words. If it is a letter, like this is a letter, it would go here. If it is a word, obviously that one goes there. And then if he comes to a sentence, my cat naps. He cannot read that yet, but I can read it to him. So at least he's recognizing the difference between what a letter is, what a word is, and what a sentence is. And you put the sentences there. So this is the first activity that he's going to be doing this week. Okay, the next activity he's already done. I put a picture of it on my Facebook page if you saw it. And what he had to do with this one is he had to take the cards. This is another Thanksgiving activity. And on each card there's a picture. So this one has an iguana. So he has to think about what letter iguana starts with. It starts with an I. And then he had to use a dry erase marker to trace the letter on his mat here. You can see I didn't even erase where he's been tracing yet. And then he would just take another card. This is an ostrich, so he would trace an O. So we just have all the different pictures here, you know, E for elephant. That would be on the, and they're all vowels. So it's just A, E, I, O, or U vowel sounds. And once he goes through all of the cards and traced them all, then he was done. So this one was a lot of fun because it pairs up fine motor skills with, you know, writing with phonics skills, which is beginning sounds of vowel sounds. So that was that one. All right, these next two activities were also Thanksgiving centers. If you did not see my video explaining these centers in detail, I will try to remember to leave a link below so you can go watch that video. I'll just really quick run you through what he had. He already did this activity. What he had to do is he had to use his magnetic letters here, and he had to put the correct beginning sound letter on the card. So this one was fox, so he had to put, you know, the F on there, and so on. You can see all of them. It just has little pilgrims pointing at the different pictures, and there's a missing beginning sound for each of those. And then this one was the Thanksgiving bet, and he actually already did this one already too. And what he had to do basically is look at the beginning sound on the card. So this is the T card, and then you had to cover up the pictures that begin with that sound. So this is table, queen, or tiger. So there's two pictures here that begin with the sound. I'm using just little manipulatives here. These are little Thanksgiving manipulatives, little fall manipulatives I have here to cover up his answer. So he would just take a manipulative and cover up the two pictures that started with that sound. When he was done with that card, he went on to another card. I have the entire alphabet here. So he did both of those activities. All right, now let me show you just a few more things that he has to do this week. Okay, he has been doing a lot with vowel sounds and blends. So he is he's pretty advanced for 3 years old, and he's been reading blends, vowel sounds, and learning to blend words together. So I got these blend ladders from a Becca, and I put them up on the board, and then we practiced them, as well as this came from a Becca, except for these pictures here I attached. These are from one of my activity centers. I'm trying to think which one. Oh, these are from, I'll think of it. But anyways, I attached them here, and what we do is we go up and down, we say the sounds together. So we say a, I, and then we do the song. So we say A for apple, E for elephant, I for iguana, I, iguana, O for octopus, U for umbrella, I know my vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So we do that. We can take the cards off of here because I just kind of attached them with these clips, and these paper clips, and we can use them for different activities. But what we've been doing, so I've been keeping this up on the board and we've been practicing that. Then after we practice our vowels, then we do our blend ladders. So he already knows, I'll remind him, like this is the B blend ladder. I have all, Rebecca has all the different ones. I just pulled out one to show you. You don't need this. You could write them on the board if you wanted to. But what we do then after that is we do the sounds. So we'll say, B, I'll remind him, B says what? And he'll say, b, b. Okay, now we're going to put our vowel sounds together. So we'll do b, a, ba, b, a, ba. You get the idea. B, I, b, b, a, ba, b, a, ba. And then we'll read up and down it. So b, ba, bi, ba, ba. Ba, ba, bi, ba, ba, and so on. We'll just do it as many times as he's willing to do it, or you know how much he wants to practice it. After that, I put in his box this week these cards. These cards come from my Phonics activity cards mega set. I have a big mega set of different Phonics activity cards for kids. And these ones are blends, just like you were seeing. So these, he has to match the blend with the picture. So pa for panda. You can use clips to clip on their answer, like clothespins. Or, again, I could pull out my manipulatives and have him use those. I like to do that sometimes. So he just covers up his answer. So that one would be pa for panda. And so on. So je for jellyfish, he could cover it up. So these are just great to pair up with what we've already been learning with our blends and our sounds. So kids need to know their consonant sounds and their vowel sounds. And then the next step, after they know all of their sounds, their consonants and their vowels, then they can start doing blends like he's been doing. So he just, oops, I've pulled these cards out and he's been practicing with these and really doing a great job. I'm really proud of him. He's been just doing awesome with it. So that's it. Okay, moving on to the activities I have for him for math this week. We are doing the Thanksgiving activity centers that I have from my Thanksgiving math activities. And so I'm not going to go through each one because I will leave the link to the video where I go through each one. But basically, I pulled out for him, he's going to be doing number cover, where he has to match the number with counting to 10. This one is a measuring center. He uses blocks to measure. Again, I show this in another video, so look below for that. He's going to do the flip and count covering Thanksgiving center, and then the one where he has to discriminate between likes and differences. So he's going to be doing that one as well this week. I also pulled out this week, these cards are cards I got from Lakeshore Learning. And it's just sequencing, and so he is not too great. We tried this before and he didn't do too great, but now he's a little bit older, so I think we can try it again. So what he has to do, I'm going to find 3 here. He has to take 3 cards and he has to sequence them into what would happen first, second, and third. So for here, first he has his list, and then he would put everything in his cart, and then last he would pay for everything. So that is how he's supposed to line them up. He, like I said, he was not super great at doing these last time I did it. So I'm hoping that he can understand this time. So I pulled these out again and we're going to try them. All right, and then the last thing I pulled out as far as math goes are these cards you see right here. And first of all, he has a lot of, I'm not showing you all the math things because I didn't want to go through all of these activities again, but he has a lot of other things that he's going to be doing. So check out that video, but that Thanksgiving video, I'll leave it below. But the other thing I pulled out in case we have time to get to it are these pattern cards. These are, what are these called? Hot dot cards. And so he has to follow the pattern and use his pen here. So here he has tiger, snake, tiger, snake, tiger, and then he would have to find the snake. When he presses on it, it lights up. So sometimes he really likes doing these hot dot cards. I don't have a ton of them, but I do have some. And so he just follows the pattern and then he finds the right one. If he does the wrong one, it turns up red like that. So so I just pulled out a couple of these for him to try if we have time. If he does all of the Thanksgiving activity centers and we have time, we'll do some patterns. So that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time. Bye.